April Hill, how we avoid apathy, but also not cave into negative thought when informed of all that is wrong.
Basically, how do you avoid apathy if you watch Trigonometry, is the question.
Early in the pandemic, when Brett and I started live streaming, I started saying at the end, get outside. And that is the thing that I do to avoid apathy, is as much as, I learned from you guys and Jordan, like all of you and many others, still the less time on the screens, the better. And that even holds for just taking in text. I still prefer to read through, actual books, not on screens. And I read a lot, but the more time I'm outside, actually, pursuing speed in my case, because I just love going fast outside in nature and also being totally still outside in nature and letting nature come alive around me. That gives a renewed sense of meaning and purpose and, frankly, direction, such that I can come back inside to this kind of work with less apathy and more purpose.
Jordan?
Well, I probably find most of what's renewing in my relationships with my family and friends. And so, to the degree that I'm able to engage in that, that's almost always to the good. So apathy as such, well, I find inactivity much more horrifying than activity. So I don't know how to answer the question in a broader sense, because I just can't stand not being engaged in something. And so I guess in some sense that question doesn't come up. If it's hopelessness, well, in some sense things are hopeless, but you move ahead regardless. And that's the nature of life, isn't it? You know that in the final analysis, in some sense, it's hopeless. You're going to disappear. I don't mean to be pessimistic about that, but it does speak to things we've already talked about in this episode, and you persevere to the degree that you're capable of, because that's the alternative is far worse than that. Mm-hmm. So, and not just for you, for everyone else around you as well. So